of all, guys, let me ask you, is this a truss or a frame? Of course, guys, this is a frame because in fact I have a distributed load all over AB, a distributed load all over BC. And pay attention, guys, I don't have a pen here, which means that CB is one member. Now what should I do to solve such problem? Basically, I have 4 reactions because I have 2 reactions at A and 2 reactions at C. I have 4 unknowns, so I cannot take my frame as the whole frame as my free body diagram to find them, which means I should separate my members. How to separate my members? At the pin. Where is the pin? It is at B. Okay, so if I separate this frame at B, what do I have? In fact, guys, I have 2 reactions at A and 2 reactions at C. You can assume any direction for your reactions. And I have a pin at B. So guys, at this pin, I know that I will have some internal forces. And if I separate AB, then if I separate AB from BC, these internal forces will show up. Now here, guys, I know that I have 4 unknowns and only 3 equations if I take the whole frame as my free body diagram. So what should I do? I should separate this B from BC. Okay? And then, guys, in this case, I will see 2 internal forces here on the member AB at B and the exact opposite forces at the member BC. So what do I have here? I have 6 unknowns, AX, AY, CX, CY, BX, BY. And then, guys, how many equations do I have to solve for these 6 unknowns? In fact, I have 3 equations for each member. Sum of Fx, sum of Fy, and sum of M. So since I have here 2 members, AB and BC, so I will have 6 equations. And this means, guys, 6 equations and 6 unknowns are solvable, so I can find the reactions at A and C. So let's solve this problem in detail.
Okay, so the question here is to determine the reactions at A and C. I have 4 unknowns. If I take the whole frame as my free body diagram, I cannot solve for the reactions because I only have 3 equations. So what should I do, guys, is to separate this frame at the pin, and here the pin is at B. Now, if I separate these 2 members and then I can assume any directions for my reactions at A and C, as well as any direction on the reaction at the pin B. However, guys, we should only pay attention that at this B, which is in the member BC, I should take the same forces and flip them, okay? So that if I join them together, they will vanish. So how to start, guys? I should search for the equation that can get rid from some unknowns to find the third one or the fourth one. So basically, guys, if I take the member A, B, and I take the sum of moments around A, what do you think? If I take the sum of moments around A is equal to 0, all the reactions at A will have a 0 moment, as well as Bx, guys, because Bx will pass through A, which means I only have the moment of By and this external force. So what I want to do, I want to find the resultant of this distributed load, put it on my member AB, so locate it at the member AB so that I can find its moment. Basically, guys, what is the resultant of this distributed load? This is a triangular shape, so it is a regular shape, so I can find the area as 500 times 3 over 2, which is 750. It will be 1/3 of this distance far from B, so it will be far from B by 1 meter, it is equal to 750. Okay, so now I know the resultant force, so I can find the sum of moment around A. Basically, guys, it is By times 3 minus 750 times 2, and this is equal to 0, which means I can find By, which is basically 500 Newton, and By is in the positive direction, so this direction is correct. Now guys, how to find Bx? Because basically if I know By and Bx, I can find Ax and Ay in this member. If I know Bx and By, I can find Tx and Ty in this member because they are only two unknowns. So I know now By, I can find Bx from this member. So that's how, guys, you can solve the members at the same time in the frame in order to find your unknowns. So here, guys, how to find Bx? I know By. How to find Bx? Basically, guys, if I take the sum of moments around C, I can get rid from these two unknowns. So I only have one unknown, which is Bx, so I can find it. How? First of all, let's find the resultant force of this regular shape and the resultant force of this regular shape. So this is also a triangular shape, which means its area is 600 times 3 over 2, which is basically 900, and it is far from this point by 1 meter. So this is 900 Newton, this is 1 meter, and of course this should be 2 meter. And here, guys, I have a regular shape, which is rectangle, and this is a uniformly distributed load, which means, guys, that my resultant will be equal to 400 times 300 only times 3 meters only, which is 1200, and it should be at the midpoint. Okay, so this is 1200, and of course, since this is equal to 3, then this should be equal to 1.5, and this should be equal to 1.5. I made a mistake here, guys, because in fact, as you can see, all my forces are to the right, which means my resultant force should also be to the right. So this is my resultant force, 900 Newton. This is downward, so my resultant force is downward. And let's now find the sum of moment around C is equal to 0. So the sum of moment around C is equal to 0 means that I have, where is my unknown? It is Bx. Bx will do a counterclockwise rotation, so it is Bx times what? Times this distance right here, which is 3 meters, minus 900 newtons times what? Times this distance here, which is 1 meter, minus 1200 times this distance here, which is 1.5, and this should be equal to 0, which means, guys, that Bx is equal to 900 plus 1200 times 1.5 over 3, which is equal to 100 Newton. So this is Bx. It is also positive, which means that this direction is correct and this direction is correct. Now, guys, if by calculation you find that one of your directions is not correct, that has a minus sign, my advice for you guys is to flip it and flip it directly in the second member. Alright? And if you want to keep this minus sign, you can. So you can keep your direction and keep your minus sign and then continue your calculation. Okay, so this is my Bx and this is my By, 500 and 1400. Now I can find all our unknowns, because in fact, if I know these two reactions, I can find these two reactions, two equations, two unknowns. Sum of x is equal to 0 will give me that Ax minus Bx is equal to 0, which means that Ax is equal to Bx is equal to 1400. Sum of y is equal to 0 will give me that Ay plus By is equal to 750. So I can find Ay, and same goes for the reactions at C. So here, guys, sum of x is equal to 0. Cx minus Bx plus 900 is equal to 0. So you know Bx, you can find Cx. Sum of y is equal to 0, which means, guys, that Cy minus 1200 minus By is equal to 0. So you can find Cy because I know By. So this is how to solve for the problem of frame. Thank you.